If this was week 2, you know, we'd be going over defense and responsibility. Obviously, we can't get on the court and play defense right now, but we can still talk about, like, what are our responsibilities and what do we have to do right now in this time with everything that's going on.
So one of the big responsibilities that we have right now, I think, is something that nobody wants to really do, which is stay quarantined. That's a big responsibility, and a lot of people don't want to do that right now. But think of the good things that can happen in the long run by quarantining and taking that responsibility onto each and every one of us. If we do this now, we won't have to worry about, nearly as much as we're probably going to have to worry about in the next 4 or 5 weeks, 6 weeks. So think about that in terms of responsibility. So that way we don't have to feel like this can't touch us. It can't affect us individually, because it can. So
yes.
Definitely.
Great word.
So my view on this is just like on defense. We play 5-on-5 in a basketball court, but at the end of the day, we're as successful as everybody individually doing their job correctly. And, team-wise, the team is going to perform better on defense, being responsible one against one, right? So with this going on, we have to take care of ourselves individually if we are going to impact every single body that's around us. Okay, sometimes, like me, for example, going to the store. If we need to go to the store to pick up groceries, for example, be responsible for my one-on-one, for the people that is around me. Be responsible for myself first, because if I know that I'm taking care of myself, I'm helping others as well as a team. So as on defense, I love this, because I think this right here, just like it happened back in my country when Hurricane Maria came, individuality kind of like tore us apart. And right now, instead of allowing that to turn us apart, it should make us as a team better as a team in order for us to beat this. So just like in defense, and I can see Jeremiah, right? Jeremiah is your name?
Yeah.
So when you play defense, you got to think of yourself like, okay, I got to do everything in my power to not allow the other person to score, right? So on this situation, you got to say, I got to do everything in my power to not allow this whole sickness to continue spreading, to take care of my mom, take care of my dad and my siblings as well. So I got to take care of what I can do, to be able to achieve, a victory in this. So that's my way of seeing all this, relating basketball to everything that is going around, because we always preach that basketball is more than a sport, it's life itself. So, this is teaching us a lot. So Jeremiah, I hope that, I know you're very, very young and you probably don't understand a lot that is going on, but let me tell you something, you got a really important part to play on all of this. So take care of yourself, and in doing that, you're going to take care of your family as well.
Okay, thank you. Tell them what you do when you come from outside. What's the first thing you do when you come from outside playing basketball? What does mommy say to do what? Dribble. No, when you come inside, what do you have to do? Wash my hands. There you go.
That's your responsibility. That's a responsibility that we all have now.
You gotta wash your hands.
Practice good hygiene. Wash our hands.
Yes.
So you up, down, and around, right?
There you go.
And sing happy birthday twice. That's 20 seconds.
So
I've been saying the alphabet.
Man, you wash your hands
there
a long
you go.
time.
You know
Real.
Making sure. He's making sure.
that's one of the things that
Oh, man, buddy.
Oh, there you go. Coach Q, you gave him an idea. Now he's gonna speak his.
I just want to say this. Today I was driving around today, right? And there was a court that I was at, an outdoor court. And probably like a week and a half ago when I had like my brothers and stuff, they was here. We went to the court, we were shooting around. Like on Monday, I dropped off Jermaine at the airport. He went home. Today, I went by the same court. They took the hoops off.
They took the hoops off.
Wow, they're
Took the
serious.
hoops off. And then they put caution tape all around the park.
Oh wow,
It's pretty serious.
So I saw a picture. One of my.
But it's important.
And in Chicago, they put 2x4s. They like screwed some 2x4s and nailed some 2x4s over the rim on the top and bottom. Let me see, if I can find that picture and send it to you guys.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If I go by there again, I'm gonna snap some pictures and I'll send you guys the pictures, man.
Our house is a limitation that we don't have enough. We don't have a hoop, or we don't have where a space to do exercises or anything like that. I hear that from my players, and this is where thinking outside the box right now is key. So, and when I was growing up, I didn't have a lot. I grew up in a small house, and Yaya, you can relate to this as well. We had a hoop where my basketball court was dirt, and a little rim. So obviously, since growing up, thinking outside the box was key for myself, right? So I was talking with a great friend of mine that played basketball as well over here in Maryland, and he was giving me actually drills to do with the kids. So you say practice shooting, right? So one drill that he gave me that I think this is brilliant, right? So first of all, you got to think if you're left-handed or right-handed. I believe most of the people are right-handed, right? So are you right-handed, Jeremiah?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have by any chance, do you have a tennis ball?
Oh yeah, you said that, right?
I told
Didn't
him
you say that?
Steve Nash used to dribble with a tennis ball.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do shooting, right? So we're gonna do shooting with tennis balls. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sit you down in a chair, okay? And we're gonna put 3 different tapes in different heights, okay? So 3 different tapes in 3 different heights, okay? And we're gonna try with one hand, okay? Remember, tennis ball is so hard to shoot because it's so small that it's gonna be harder to do a great release all the time, a great form. But if you can do it with a tennis ball, eventually when you get a big ball, as a basketball, it's gonna be even easier to shoot it in the correct way every single time. So we wanna put 3 different tapes in the wall or whatever you guys can think of. And I want to hit 20 times. 20 times I want to hit every tape that I put, I want to hit 20 times. So I don't want us to put a big piece or anything like that. So I would say an inch of a little tape, inch by 1 inch by like 2 inches, and just try to hit it 20 times. And then move to the second one and hit it 20 times. And then move to the third one and hit it 20 times. So it will be 60 makes, right? It will be 60 makes. But since it's so hard with a tennis ball, you might be shooting there for quite a while to just hit 60. Full extension of the arm. It's not that easy. It's gonna make you a better shooter. Even better. That elbow in, elbow in. How much you got? Follow through. Follow through. That wrist gotta go in.
Middle. Middle. Nah, stay in the same spot. Don't cheat. Come on, raise your hand. There we go. Good. Come on.
What you got, Q? What drills you got from?
I think one of the biggest things that, well, two of the biggest things, along with shooting technique and creating that muscle memory by shooting, I think two of the big things that are lost is a lot of it is mental, right? We don't, oftentimes kids are really sped up when they finally get a chance to get in the game. So I think working on some things mentally is a good opportunity while they're in the house to figure out, okay, if I'm on the court, maybe have them draw a diagram of a basketball court and then put themselves in a specific spot and create scenarios. How would I get to the rim? Who would I be looking to if I get to this spot? What if the defense stops me? Can I pass to one of my teammates? And if I do pass to them, where should they be located? So that way, in my peripheral, I can see them. So the mental aspect, this is a perfect opportunity to work on the mental aspect of the game. The second thing is footwork. You don't need space in the house to work on coming to a jump stop, maybe pivoting. Those are things you can do around, the sofa. You can take 2-3 steps, jump in the air, land on 2, shoulder width apart, and then pivot left foot, right foot, and then take another 2-3 steps. Jump. Like, footwork is crucial for all players on a basketball team, from 1 to 5. And the better your footwork, the easier it is to kind of not have to use a lot of muscle when you're on the floor. Now we can be more finesse, and you can beat your opponent with your mental and your finesse and your quickness. And so those are two things that I think would be super beneficial for kids to work on while they're in the house right now.
Quick feet, mama.